Hello everybody, Chloethedev here. Welcome to Aimery's Axie Farmer. This is what this playlist is called, or this show if you want to call it that. Honestly, I just call it a stream. I stream Monday to Friday, every week I suppose, and I play Axie Infinity for my son whose name is Aimery. So I pop into the game. With the current iteration of the game, you get 20 energy every 24 hours to go through adventure mode or arena mode, and you gain these little tokens here you see called small love potions. So right now in adventure I have 0 out of 100, and so you have these daily quests where you can check in for the day, complete 10 adventure mode levels, win 5 arena matches, and then you can claim 50 SLP as a prize or as a bonus. So in the arena, if you win a match, so let's just pop into it, you get around 7 to like 9 SLP, I suppose it would be. If I win a couple matches in a row, it should go up because I'm close to moving up to the next ranking. Oh man! Ooh, this is the card I want. October Treat. It'd be nice to trade out October Treat for Shipwreck, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I go out. So usually when you start the game, from what I've seen, the max SLP gain should be anywhere from, actually, do they have Dark Swoop? Yes, they have Dark Swoop. So when you're just starting out, your max energy, your energy gain per day will probably be quite low, like around like 50, no, around like 60 SLP for the first day maybe, and then you'll quickly start like getting to around, let's say, oh, I think I died. That kind of stinks. It's a lot of damage, beast against plants. Ouch. I think I lose this one for sure, but we're going to hope and see if they don't use piercing sound. Yeah. And maybe I get to go first twice in a row, right? So, like, the goal would be to use only 3 cards, right? But 3 cards with the highest shield, right? And then hopefully I attack first. 1 might be enough to kill, but might not be. Okay, might be enough, right? And then if we attack first again, we have a chance to win. Okay, so oops, we're not going to use that. We're going to use highest damage. And okay, we might be all right, right? Because even though they had extra energy, we went first, which was lucky because they had 61 speed as well. But great to get a win to start off. The very first time I ever broke into the 1400s, so it's very cool to get that on camera. I didn't get any SLP for that, looks like, which kind of stinks, but we persist. Who knows? It happens sometimes where you just don't, you don't get any SLP. So, 2 plants that are annoying, plus energy gain for critical strikes, really high morale, some great attacks. So there's your energy gain. More energy gain with this guy. Jeez. This is going to be a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens, though. I'm assuming what? Oh, gosh. It's going to be an energy fest over here. Okay, let's see what happens, though. That's annoying. So they got 2 energy and I just lost the only one I had? That doesn't sound like fun. Sounds painful. Interesting team, though, because you always have enough energy steal with Vegetal Bite, right? And you have 2 Vegetal Bites. So you can always steal energy from your opponent. You have energy gain twice on this one. And no energy gain here, but you have pretty good damage. Plus card disability and card pickup, which is really cool. Because you're assuming here the card, they're using the shield, it's not going to break, right? So, thank you, no crit there. That's going to be a really strong attack, yep. But luckily here, okay, I got the kill, but they're going to use October. Oh, wait, I thought they were, oh my gosh. They keep stealing all my energy. Anyways, let's see what we got here. I know that they have a lot of energy steal. I get it. But I guess I'm just hoping they don't use it again. Right? You know, we hope for October Treat to come up. I don't know. I think we're dead regardless. Wooden Stab. Okay. And they used their back Axie because they didn't want to, oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Is it perfect, though? Because we're in last stand. I could lose here if I don't do anything. That's annoying. Let's see if that works. Sure. Who knows? Maybe we'll just survive. I doubt it. With the amount of energy they've been picking up. Right? So the shield to pick up another card. Oh, they didn't. No, I broke the shield. Fun. Fun. Oh, if the shield breaks. Oh, snap. Plus, that's a wooden stab with... Okay. I mean, I lose regardless, right? But that was a good team I just faced. Yeah, drop me back down to like the 1300s, please. That wasn't fun. They're too good, man. They're too good. Yeah, too good, too good. So I got lucky on the first one anyways. But anyways, you could see, I mean, I guess you can't see because I didn't get any SLP on the first round. But I should have gotten around 7 or 8 SLP when I won the first time. And yeah, you get 5 wins. You get 8 SLP, 7 SLP per. That's 35 to 40 SLP after your wins. Then you go to Adventure. You get your 100 SLP from that, which is all the max you can get per day. Then you get your free 50. So it ends up being around 180, whatever, 185 SLP. 100 and what's it called? 185 SLP like per day, let's say, for example. When you start with adventure mode, instead of starting with PvP like I am, your max gains go down a little bit, but in my opinion, not that much. I mean, not that much. But you get 150 SLP a day because you're doing 100 from the adventure mode, 50 from the quest, daily quest. So again, not bad, but obviously you lose your 35 SLP a day and yada yada. I'm starting to think honestly that for the most part, it probably makes more sense to not even do the PvP for most people, which is why, you know, for most people I've been telling them, you know, if you're getting started with the game, just play PvE, you know, enjoy the game, get to the point where you're getting 100 SLP per day, you know, like that is, in my opinion, pretty much where you want to be in this game. Like, you want to be at a point where you're able to max out you butthole. Anyways, you're dead regardless, but still. You know, it'd be nice to, yeah, so that's the point. The point is, when you get started with the game, you get your 3 Axies, $60 or whatever the floor price is these days. But then after that, if you know you can get around, if you know that when you level them up, and it takes you a month, right? You know you can get 100 SLP a day, say it's $3 a day. Well then in a month, $3 a day, $90 a month. So you should definitely be all right. You know, waiting $90 a month. If you play this game, get 100 SLP a day. In my opinion, that's pretty great. Obviously, I think that, and that's just playing like an hour a day doing adventure mode, getting 100 SLP. So in my opinion, that's kind of where I wanted this to be at. I don't think I'm always going to be doing a daily quest every single day. What's probably going to happen is that very, very quickly, I'm only going to be doing, what's it called? I'm only going to be doing the adventure mode very soon, probably, just because it seems like an efficient use of my time, whereas it does not seem as efficient of a use of my time to what's it called? Do the PvP, because Morse, I don't know what's gonna happen with PvP. Whereas with PvE, I can time it better. I know, okay, I can go live from 8 to 8:30, and then I can show Uniswap after, which which I enjoy doing, and teaching about decentralized tech and adding to a market making app and being a liquidity provider and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, adding funds to a DEX or whatever. Let's see what they come up with. That carrot thing is super annoying. But Blood Wound Curse should do 50 damage, right? And they should be dead here either way. Let's hope. Right? Right? Shield's broken. They're dead, down to last stand. And we get the, yeah. Wonderful. So when I have time, I think I'll do this. I'll start off. So there you go. 8 SLP. Now you can see it. SLP is worth 3 cents each right about around now. And so you can see how, with 8 SLP per round and then 3 cents each, we're making like what, 20 something bucks, 24 cents a round. So yeah. Do they have any energy steal? No. They do have energy steal. Do they have? They don't have dark swoop. This looks painful. Let's do that just in case. Just in case. And with 2 birds at the back, I'm assuming. Actually, I guess with 2 birds at the back, you might as well wait a round. Yeah, I don't know how. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to at least get the energy when or if they killed my front Axie, and a little bit of shields, right? Just in case. Right? Like, obviously, I should have used all 3 of the abilities here, but I probably should at least use Peace Treaty, right? That's crazy talk. Crazy talk. I'm assuming I just killed my bird back here. Probably not the best idea. But, well, maybe not. Let's see. Maybe. Worth it. Worth it. Worth it. 110% chance that was worth it because they used their own bomb. And it's going to miss. Yeah, that was perfect. Anyways, I go first, and then we're going to do that. Perfect. That was the perfect hand. Hopefully their plant will die no matter what happens on the front. They have some... there you go. Perfect. Should be dead without any last stand, please. Thank you. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. Watch. Okay, they're dead at the back, right? Perfect. That was a little bit lucky on my end, but Aroma Bomb, Egg Bomb hurts you a lot if you don't have Blackmail to remove the debuff. Okay, well, obviously that. And then obviously, actually, I kind of just want to see if I can survive, right? Because like they think they can use 1 attack to kill me, but the whole point is that there's a shield on that, right? There's a shield on your front Axie, so 1 attack isn't enough. And then still some attacks from the disguise, and it'll still survive a tiny bit. Yeah, 18 health. And they will attack first, so it wouldn't make any sense to use these back abilities. And that, honestly, shoot, I can't do anything. Actually, I lie. I can do that. Oh no, I forgot. They only have the ability to... Never mind. They don't have mobility to attack both characters. I assumed they had a Dark Swoop. I forgot they did not. So we're back. We're up to the 1400s. 8 SLP. Awesome. If you look at the quest, I think we need 3 more wins. No, 2 more wins. Awesome. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, the first one we didn't get any SLP. The last 2 we got 8. Okay, so I do have an oatmeal again, and I have some tea. Ginger turmeric tea this time. You know. Okay. 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 What's this? Oh. Oh no. I thought we were gonna get the sticky goo, so that they would be oh, that grow back shield is really cool. 20 shield per turn. Let's see, are they gonna heal? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So the only issue you have to do with that is just never use the same person to attack twice. If you know that they have the confusion, it's annoying now because I still can't use that ability, right? But I just wait for Twin Needle to proc, then I use that and then an attack. So, like for example, now I'll use that, right? That's gonna hurt a lot. But they might have went for the back Axie anyway right now. Watch. So, right? Yeah, perfect. So they're gonna kill my back Axie now, right? Which is fine. I mean, I knew it was coming, right? I knew that they had that ability to come after my back Axie. They were saving for it. Awesome. So we're gonna do this. Is it gonna work? You think? I don't even think it'll work. I don't even think it'll work. Dang it. Because I want to use this. Right? And I want to use that. So maybe I should do that and then that. Okay, so I'll get 1 attack at least off. Oh, look, it would have worked to have them attack that. I should have done it, but I wanted to make sure that sometimes things don't work all the time. I wanted to at least get the gain energy. I know that I'm probably going to be close to death here. Okay, I get it. But that works pretty well. Actually, that's silly. Dang it, I have to waste an attack to get the healing. It's alright, though. I think this makes more sense, right? You remove that, you get the healing, you have a little bit of shield, right? They attack you, you get energy gain, you get a little more energy gain here, right? And I think their attacks only do like 70 damage against me. Yeah, they use the damage nullify. As long as there's no crit, we're good. So there, we're just doing this to be annoying, okay? We heal to be annoying, and then hopefully we get the kill in, right? That's the goal. That damage nullify, super annoying. But again, I could have used, I knew that they had the damage nullify. I could have used multiple Axies to attack, but you know, that's not going to do too much damage once again. Now, of course, we're going to use Twin Needle, and we just want to survive, right? So, shield breaks. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Sometimes I would like do nothing and let it die and then attack for my back Axie twice. Like I could have done nothing, let this Axie die. Please just survive. Oh my gosh. I mean, luckily I'll be able to get my attacks off, right? Extra damage attack. But, you know, it might have been better just to be able to, what, do they have any heal? So no heal, and just normal attacks with not too much shield. So I should be all right, right? Right. And then next hand, I'm assuming they're going to try and use 4 cards. I got lucky with the crit. So now all I have to do is attack. You know, maybe they would have had enough shield to survive next hand. So they had 100 shield and 100 health. They could have survived in last stand. A lot of times plants will try and do that, but now it doesn't matter anymore because they're in last stand. Lucky on the crit. Thank you, Coolberry, for that. This is by far the farthest, the highest ranking I've been. 8 SLP, awesome. 1 more win, and we will be done with the PvP aspect. This is pretty cool. It's been 19 minutes of play, and this is by far the fastest I've beaten the PvP, or if I beat it soon, right? Any energy steal? Yes, they can steal 1. We're gonna hope that the card doesn't come up. It came up. Oh wait, Let's see. Hello?
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 May I speak with...
I'm live streaming right now, so I don't know what that was, but I'm assuming that I'll deal with it later. So, I guess they should have some shield on, right? Because they don't have much mobility. I don't think. I can't remember, to be honest. Aqua Vitality. I talk about aquatic axes a lot, and how I wanted Aqua Vitality plus Aquaponics. Perfect. Sorry, I was worried that I might die there or something, but we are good to go. Upstream. So what I would want is like maybe upstream swim, right? Aqua Vitality and Aquaponics. Aquaponics goes where the Star Shuriken is, and then Tail Slap goes where Self Rally is. So that's kind of what I'm looking for now. Increased speed. I might do nothing here because I feel like if I do that, I'm still dead. Yeah, yeah. There's a little bit no fun attacking that thing, right? But oh wow, 2 more out twice. Let's try that, right? They're gonna attack the back Axie, but we might even get the kill in on this hit because, boom, and they attack. Oh, well, I didn't even need to do all that. Perfect. That works. And then they have really low health and a little bit of shield actually. So, I mean, we're just gonna do nothing because that's a huge shield, right? Increase your attack, attack a shield, and those both have shields, right? But I'm not gonna die, so it doesn't actually matter. Now, I guess this is where I'd want to do this, right? And try and kill it. That's what most people do. Seems scary. Right? But we'll see. I want to try and see if it works. Right? Oh shoot, it's not going to work, I don't think. I don't think I did enough damage. Oh wait, no, I'll survive still, luckily. So then my friend Axie will get a little more damage and the debuff. And they so yeah, my math was off. They survived by 10. And they get to attack first, but they can't choose where they attack. So really, all I've got to do is a little bit of this one. And that is a strong shield though, man. I should still be fine to survive. I could have done nothing there too, but I still think it should be alright. It's like 260 damage. Yeah, 290 damage I'll do. There's no way that they'll survive that. 8 SLP, so within 23 minutes, which is awesome. I've never completed that fast. We have 5 arena matches won. Now we gotta drop into adventure mode and complete 10 levels. So we just click adventure. As you can see, we have 0 out of 100 SLP right below my face. And so we are gonna start today a little bit higher up in the rankings again because we have 14 energy and we have time. So let's say, oh, we're level 20, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're gonna try and do level 23. So let's go with 14 to start. These levels are pretty easy. To start. So what I mean by that is level 11 is really straightforward. Lots of red jams. And the red jams in level 11 have the ability where they do 20% of their max HP back to themselves as damage for their one of their offensive abilities. And so you'll find that as you go through the level, the red jams will kill themselves and you won't have that too much difficulty working through it. Level 12, you start getting a lot of little rocks, and you start realizing how difficult it is to beat these little rocks that have regeneration, a defensive punch with like an offensive ability plus shield, and a shield. And so level 14 kind of makes you deal with it again with some poison. And so level 14 can be difficult because But if you've beaten level 12, level 14 is nothing new. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do here? Level 14 so hard. You're like, okay, you know what? I understand that they're going to keep using poison, right, against your front Axie, and somehow you need to have like a sweet party or some kind of heals or a debuff to ensure that your Axie can survive being ticked with like, 10 ticks of poison by the end. When you see me do it, obviously I'm not even getting poisoned because I'm just killing the Lunatians fast enough to not get poisoned. But obviously if your Axies are level 14, not level 24, you might have a little more of an issue working through these levels. So I don't want to say, oh, it's easy, and then people get here like, oh my god, this is so hard. On my other account, my Axies are level 11. I don't play it very often. It's more of a testing account. It's on the Marble J Foundation. I just have the account there to test out aquatic Axies and see if I can I want to breed that aquatic Axie. Aqua Vitality, Aquaponics, Tail Slap, and when you get attacked, you get increased speed. I think that would be the most amazing back Axie in my opinion. Sorry, not back Axie. The most amazing front Axie. Or middle Axie. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know. I would like the Axie because you're always gaining energy every time you attack. You have a high offensive ability that gives you plus speed. So that would be beneficial in PvE as well as PvP. And I like that you don't have to get attacked to get speed for some of them, for one of the aquatic cards. I don't know if it goes in the same spot though, so I gotta figure it out. But there's one aquatic card where if you attack someone else, you gain speed, which I think is really cool. Any shield here? No shield on here. So we're gonna see if we can kill it with that one, and if not, then sucks to suck. But that back actually needs to level up. Because for example, okay, we killed it with a crit, right? And 396 would have just killed it without the crit, I think. What I enjoy about this game is that the game changes so much. As you level up. So, I mean, even like the speed and efficiency, yes, of course. But I mean like even the fact that my chance to crit increases, it means the viability of my Axies changes every level I go through and every level that they achieve as well. So for example, like this front Axie was really good for a long time. Now I'm getting to level 23 or whatever, and I'm realizing, okay, you know what? This Axie has some issues. Like Shipwreck isn't actually helping me all that much because I probably need a full-on. Let's just make sure we kill the other thing. Because I need a full-on defensive card, and when you look at my front Axie, I don't have any defensive abilities that are fully defensive, which is not great for a front Axie, right? When you look at Little Rocks or other people, they have that. I think the best example of one is where you can draw a card if your shield doesn't break for the pumpkin thing, because then it would help me draw more cards for my other Axies to do more damage if my shield doesn't break. And if my shield does break, that's all right, because if it was really important, I could have Carrot Hammer or something else in there. But normally, I don't mind if my shield breaks, right? I'm already using Carrot Hammer. I want my shield to break. So I'll be able to have two different probabilities, right? One with Carrot Hammer where I want my shield to break, and one with the Pumpkin Shield where I don't want my shield to break. So we got 6 SLP there, so you can see how you pop into a level. Level 14 we got 4, level 15 we got 6, level 16 we'll pop right back in, see how much SLP we're gonna get, and yeah, we just continue. Level 17, 18, 19, 20 gets harder. My brother's on level 30 something. I'm jealous. So my first goal with getting back to this was to beat the first PvE round, right? That was a goal of mine. Sorry, the first PvE boss, right? And you'll see the PvE boss today. Hopefully, I'll show it when I beat it in a few levels. Level 21. And my second goal was to beat the entire Lunacia run. I assume that it's going to be difficult for me to do that with my back Axie being only level 20, not level 25. But as my back Axie is leveling up, I am realizing that the levels are getting a lot easier simply because of its speed, right? So because its back Axie is getting faster and faster, and doing a little more damage and critting a little more often, right? Those are all great things. But because of that, when I get to the higher levels, things that seemed seemingly impossible before, I'm starting to realize, oh, okay, maybe it's not impossible. Maybe I really just needed to crit once more per round, or once more per level. Like, right, like, as you go through, you can see that my higher level Axies are critting quite often. Whereas my back Axie, I have to like hope for a crit, right? So those types of things, as I go on to levels like 24, 25, 26, 27, I'm sure I'm going to have other issues with some of my Axies and realize that it would make sense to upgrade them. So I guess the plan is to upgrade the Axies slowly. Like, for example, this front Axie, it's not the best in the world, but it has a good amount of damage to, dealing and whatever. So I'm realizing that even without any fully defensive abilities, this card's pretty good. So my thing is, what if I had an aquatic Axie here that was just healing itself on every attack, and gaining energy on every attack, and that might be fun. Also might not work and might cause me to die a lot, but for PvE is what I'm talking about. I care a lot more about how I can win in PvE than how I can win in PvP. So PvE, I think my biggest issue is my front Axie, not my back Axies. This Axie will get faster in the back, which will be more than enough, right? Because I'll always attack first. I don't have a beast, which is difficult because beasts have the automatic crit. So I'm assuming that in PvE it's very, very nice to have something where you know you're gonna crit, right? Because but anyways, like that would have been really nice to crit. It's really inefficient when I don't crit, but what's really fun about it is it's like there's no way to walk through that round. But for example, when I'm able to use this plus Twin Tail, I know that the Today is going to die. So this is a Today, right? They have Guddestruct. They do damage equal to 2x the amount of HP they have left, right? So the only one with Guddestruct here is the front Big Fang. Excuse me. So honestly, we're just going to try and kill the front Big Fang. Doesn't always work because they got a little bit of a shield, right? But again, as my Axie levels up, please no crit. Yeah, and that's where our crit would have been annoying, because the crit would have made sure I still had Aroma Bomb, but I used Blackmail. So what Blackmail did is it transferred my debuff of Aroma Bomb, or Aroma, onto the opponent, and then I killed the opponent. And so because of that, I didn't have to actually deal with all of the Lunatians attacking my back Axie. So that is why people usually enjoy having Aroma Bomb, which is not the best attack, but it's very useful with I call it You've Got Mail, but with Blackmail. Coolberry doesn't want to crit for me today, eh? So I'm pretty sure, like, the way it must work, I'm assuming, is like, maybe like your morale is your chance to crit, and your skill is like your crit multiplier or something like that, or right? Because skill of 112, skill's lower. Yeah. So that's why I think even though my front Axie and my middle Axie both have the same number that come up on the card, like 387, it seems as though when they're actually attacking and they crit, they do different damage. So I gotta check that out. But I know they're the same level now. So yeah, my front Axie crits do like 700 and something, whereas my middle Axie does 900 and something. So that can show you how skill can be important. And so I do have a middle Axie that I do need to level up in place of Coolberry for moments when I need different stats for a level. But for the most part, Coolberry is my gal. She gets it done well. She does her thing. Honestly, I'm probably going to stop using Coolberry like 99% of the time soon. I don't even know why I'm still using it. I think it's just I know things are going to be straightforward and easy when I use Coolberry. Twin Tail helps a lot, but the damage output is inconsistent, and the speed is quite low. So when I get to the end, I know that after level 25 to 27, Coolberry will probably be too slow to be very helpful. Give me a crit. Actually, it should die without the crit, regardless, yeah. And as you can see, these red gems, they have the ability where they inflict 20% of the max HP to the user. So it makes red gems relatively easy to take care of as you work through these levels, right? Oh, my back is a little sore. So yeah, plans for today, honestly, pretty simple. Live stream this. Gonna hang out with Meeksies for a bit, not get, not too much. Around noon though, probably, I am going to, geez, that was painful. Around noon, I'm probably gonna hop into Cryptovoxels and get decorating in the mid-base headquarters again for the advent calendar we're working on, Vandal and I. Vandal did the outline. I worked on some decorations a little bit last night. Nothing too crazy. Put some snowflakes up. But my big thing I wanted to do is I wanted to get some actual snow up in terms of Vox files. The Crypto Woman made some confetti in different colors for her gallery. And then I used that for my gallery in the Marma J Foundation gallery in Cryptovoxels also uses it. And my plan was to change the colors to trans colors and then put them in the gallery. I never got a chance to do it. I got super busy, but double crit, love it. Love to see it. But yeah, you saw the crit, they only did like 790 something instead of doing 944 or whatever. So yeah. It seems like I level almost once a day with my back Axie if I do 10 levels like this. What was I just saying? But yeah. The goal, I can't remember what I was saying about the goal. But yeah, the goal is to go into Cryptovoxels. Oh yeah, I wanted to get the Vox file for the snow, go into Cryptovoxels. Vandal kind of made a little archway as well, and so you can walk through the archway, see the calendar and all that. So I want to get like the extremities done first, and I want to make it so that, oops, I did not mean to do that. It'll probably die regardless. I want to make it so that it just looks really pretty when you walk in. You enjoy the winter wonderland. I mean, some people might have never seen snow before. Some people might, be experiencing our Cryptovoxels event for the first time. So I'm not the best builder in the world, but I would love to try my best to make it somewhat enjoyable for people, so that when they come, they're like, "Oh, this is cool. This was fun. I like Cryptovoxels. I would come to another event," because there's going to be better parcels around and better events. But okay, I'm just saying, I'm not the best builder, so I'm ready to admit at any point in time that there might be better builds around. But if someone comes into CV for the first time, looking at a build that I've worked on, and it's terrible, someone might not want to look into CV or look at other builds. So just trying to do that, just trying to have it be presentable and look nice and be cute. So we'll see how that goes today. Yesterday when I was trying to do Vox files, they weren't loading. But Cryptovoxels is always editing things and moving things and changing things to improve the platform. I love Twin Needle so much. Jeez. I'm kind of sad that my other Axie got Twin Needle, it got Risky Feather instead of Twin Needle. But honestly, it's alright. It's more consistent, and it's faster. I just have to do a better job at knowing what's coming and when. So it's kind of my fault. I'm not used to the Axie yet. But yeah. Fuzzy Peaches, I think, is the name of that one. Bianca named it, so. Woo! Level 19 done. It's been 38 minutes. I think this will be the fastest I've ever beaten the daily quest as well if I keep going at this speed. This is crazy. What I do make sure, though, is that I don't count it anymore unless I get 100 out of 100 SLP, though. So we're going to go for it. So we're going to hope that the first one crits the first today. It'll die. The second today, we're going to use 2 egg bombs. It should die. And the third today, even if we don't crit with Peace Treaty, we're using Disguise. So it should die. If we don't crit the first time, it's not going to work, but it'll be alright. Coolberry has not been critting for me much today. It doesn't really matter, because again, right, the second one dies. Even if they Goo Destruct, I'll still survive. Oh no, I won't! But you know what was great to see there, that I was not used to actually seeing? It was great to see that my back Axie is now strong enough to survive in Last Stand, even after being attacked with 1,000 damage, right? 1,140, I suppose. Because, I mean, this Axie was always just dying all the time. My friend Axie can survive. I'm not really worried about it. And that's why this level doesn't... Oh, wait. Oh, snap. I might actually no, I'm fine still. This level is right because all you have to do is kill the front Axie, so it's gonna be really annoying. But I think I can still win this, right? Because thank you finally for giving me a crit. Gosh, right? But it doesn't really matter because again, front Axie's dead. The back two only have Goudestruct, so Goudestruct. As long as you can survive and last down with enough HP and stuff, victory. So we still won, still got the experience. It would have been nice to survive with all three Axies, but 8 SLP, and we move on. Okay, now level 21, where it gets a little bit difficult. We have the first boss, right? So this is the first time you kind of get into a boss round, and it's not that difficult. It's just important to know what you're trying to do and know what you're working for. So they all have sticky goo, okay? So they're gonna make you slow. So just don't use stuff like Twin Needle, where you do double attacks for free or lower attacks. Like there's one attack where you do like you shoot 3 balls at someone. That would be like the worst place to use that card. You want to use high offensive damage cards that get the job done. I used Carrot Hammer because that's all I had. But as you can see, 2 attacks is all it took, but I still got 2 speed debuff, 2 speed debuff. Now again, speed debuff, not that big of a deal. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. I guess we're just going to do another Risky Feather. It's probably going to die off of 3 attacks. As long as one of them crits, even if you don't crit. Yeah, okay, see, it's not that difficult, right? Then you get to the red gems. Again, they have eyeball shot. So killing them isn't killing the red gem is not the biggest deal. It's the fact that it has Doom Liquid, eyeball shot, and surprise catapult, sorry. And you've got to keep your front Axie alive, even if you might have been slower. So my heals come from this Axie, but what if I was too slow to do it? I am going to kind of overdo it a little bit, because I don't think that these 2 attacks will be enough to kill it with a bit of a shield, but I do think that my disguise and stuff will be able to kill it, right? So, yes. Energy gain here, energy gain again, and then my shield's not going to break, but I had to use Carrot Hammer. It's the only plant attack that I have. Then, the Big Fangs, they don't have Sticky Goo, so they're not going to slow you, okay? But they do have Doom Liquid Regeneration. So what I try here is all I want to do is not get Doom Liquid on my front Axie. So all I got to do is kill the Big Fang before it attacks me at all. And there's no shield here. So all you got to do is 1,000 damage. So 1, 2, that should be enough to kill it. And you know what? I mean, if we're really just, 3 is more than enough with no shield, right? You just got to make sure that the attacks you're doing are coming before, right? So 10 more damage to do. But if I used this Axie for the damage, I would have gotten hit before I got to attack, right? So now we're just going to use everything. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't matter at all. Because either we'll kill it in the first round, which is great. We move on. We have 8. Yeah, so we did kill it. I'm kind of upset that I have a debuff now, though. Doesn't really matter. For this first round, we're just going to use Carrot Hammer and nothing else. Because we don't have enough cards to kill the boss. And the boss might proc Rusty Shield, which would be a pain in the butt. Actually, look at the boss has proc a lot of offensive abilities right now. I think what happened was they changed the boss and made it more difficult to beat it. Because I have never seen so much difficulty in the boss as much as the past couple days. Anyways, we're going to hope the boss didn't bring up Rusty Shield this time. And we're just going to go for it, okay? We can't do much else. Perfect. No Rusty Shield in the boss. We probably killed the boss. Well, not kill the boss. We're probably close, though, right? We're probably really close now. This back Axie, though, almost never crits. Okay, well, you know what? But you can see how the crit from the back Axie only did 400 damage, where my crit from my middle Axie does like 1,000. Oh my gosh. To survive by 100. Anyways, we'll be fine. But I do find it funny when, like, the boss has 900 health and, like, you do really realize how difficult it is when you don't get offensive abilities, because if the boss had a shield again, okay, now I have melee abilities, it doesn't really matter, but if the boss had a shield this time and I only had like Blackmail and Egg Bomb, those are all ranged abilities, and so Rusty Shield makes all ranged abilities do 0 damage, and so like yesterday's video I lost at the boss round because it was really difficult, but this is how the boss round normally looks for me, but I mean, you know. It's funny because either it looks completely easy and perfect, or it looks completely insane and difficult. But okay, one more round. Thank you. So my confusion is gone now. So I should be able to just, just to make sure it dies this round. I want to keep going multiple rounds. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's see how much SLP we got. Victory, good amount of experience all the time from that round. 15 SLP, pretty awesome. We're at 64. So now the next level, level 22, I can beat. It's not that difficult for me. It's not easy or anything, but it's also not that difficult because these todays are not that strong. These golden irises are quite strong, but honestly, they're not that bad as long as you can heal. So as long as your healing Axie is okay. Well, now this is looking not very fun because am I gonna do it? No, I'm not gonna do it. Cause yeah, it's like I don't know. These todays are not very difficult. The golden iris is quite strong and quite difficult to kill, but usually there's so much like golden wind up and guard and stuff that like the abilities aren't gonna kill you probably simply because they don't have that much health, and I don't know, like you can just heal or kill them in time. So I don't know, golden irises, I've never really been too worried about them. I have a heal now. I'm the fastest on the pitch, fast on the court. Man, I don't even know. I use all sports references. But I am just going to use the majority. Actually, I'm not going to use disguise. So here again, but instead of having 2 todays and 1 golden iris, you have 2 golden irises and 1 today in the back. Now, the today in the back is just meant to annoy you with the Goo Destruct. It is quite annoying. But the golden irises aren't that strong. Again, but they have guard and they have sticky goo to make you slow, and so they're just annoying. Actually, I will use disguise just because, you know. But anyways, even if my front Axie dies here, it's really not that difficult to work through this level. Usually, I don't want to be going and saying, you know, because normally, oh, good thing I used disguise. I didn't even realize that. So sticky goo, nothing offensive. More sticky goo, nothing offensive. And a regeneration, all defensive abilities. And here, a random ability. So instead of using Goo Destruct, they use bounce, 30% chance to stun. Didn't stun me, no big deal. Okay, so this is definitely an awkward hand because there's not much I can do about anything they do. It almost doesn't make sense to do anything and just wait. So I will just wait. Even if they use if they use Goo Destruct, I'm dead. Perfect. No Goo Destruct. Yeah, but I got stunned this time. Okay, that should be enough. Why not use disguise, just in case, right? So we got the heal in. It actually probably won't be enough to kill it anymore, unless I got like 2 crits in a row here or something, right? Like, yeah, 2 crits. But then okay, fine. Ooh, that ain't good. That ain't good, because now if the Goo Destruct comes, it hits my back Axie. Okay, healing is awesome. Now with it, oh gosh, of all the things to get, I'm gonna do nothing, because if this Goo Destruct only uses Goo Destruct, oh man, this sucks. I can't kill it, and even if I put it down to half health, right? If I use Egg Bomb, if it attacks my back Axie. With anything, it could die. And if it attacks my back Axie with, well, okay. Perfect. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. As long as there's no Goo Destruct, oh my gosh. Continually giving me like the worst cards. Anyways, I'm only saying it's the worst cards because there's Goo Destruct sitting there. Normally, you don't have to kill something right away, or you don't have to kill it in the first round. But you know, when you're going after a Lunician that has Goo Destruct, you want to make sure that you're not going to die from it. Anyways, now you have 3 golden irises, right? You got to kill them all. Luckily, the only one that's really difficult to kill is the front one with Golden Swing. So here, discard. Discard 1 card in the enemy's hand. That's not the important part. A Golden Swing does over 1,000 damage, and so you can see how it almost kills my front Axie instantly. And it definitely kills all my other Axies in 1 hit. So the main thing here is you just gotta kill Golden Iris before it even gets to attack you, this front one. Problem with that for me is that this back Axie, while it is fast enough now to attack first, isn't strong enough. So I'm just gonna hit end turn, and we're gonna watch and see. So this Axie could have attacked first and maybe killed it, right, with enough offensive abilities, but no chance of that happening here, right? Attack, heal, all the damage I did was for nothing, and then I'm in last stand, okay? So you can see how that is quite difficult to break through with all 3 Axies alive. But you can see how in the first round, I still killed it, right? So even though that all happened, and even though I died, I was still able to, you know, I'm still going to beat the round, I guess is what I mean to say. I just can't seem to beat it with all 3 Axies alive, mainly because, and I know this is the reason, this back Axie is not strong enough. If that back Axie was stronger and I had 4 cards, I obviously could have just attacked from there. Also, though, this middle Axie wasn't fast enough, even with max speed, to attack first. Which means that maybe leveling up that other Axie, the Peaches one that I have, it's a bit faster. It's the exact same as Coolberry, right? It has Peace Treaty, Sweet Party. Instead of Heartbreak, it has the male one. You got mail or whatever. It has Blackmail, sorry, and then it has Risky Feather instead of Twin Tail. So I'll show it. I think that's the quest done though. Right? Oh, 9. We have 1 more level. Yes. Because it's been 51 minutes, and we have 5 energy, and I want to beat this level. I feel like it's time. Today is the day. It might not be the day, but I want today to be the day. And so we're just going to hope that today is the day, right? So the biggest issue here is that these back Glorious Fangs are just so strong, right? And I'm unable to kill them. This actually might be like one of the best chances I have, because it's only going to be 2 attacks here. Sadly, one of them was a heal. Luckily, I didn't get stunned. But usually the issue is they crit so much, right? And they heal so much. Please crit or something. Please let's move on. Thank you. I've never moved on that quickly from round number 1. I'm very happy just to like not have to deal with it much. This is going to be interesting because I do have a Sweet Party waiting with a Twin Needle. But let's just move on. The big things aren't that difficult to kill. We crit on them pretty easily. Honestly, all of them aren't that hard to kill. It's just that these Glorious Fangs, their morale is so high that when they attack, they have a really high chance to crit, and it's really, really hard to keep your front Axie alive when there's so much critting going on against it. So you can see even there, right? I arguably might have just survived, but I was, I died because, and there, my back Axie wasn't strong enough to kill, even with 3 offensive cards. And these are the things that cause difficulty with me in this round. And so I know that, like, a large part of that issue was simply that my back Axie was too weak. Like, it just wasn't a high enough level to, like 1 crit kills it now, though, right? And here, I will get this killed. This is where I always have issues, though. And even from here, I have no clue how to reconcile the issue I'm about to have, because I know I can't put a shield on this Axie, right? There's nothing I can do about it. But I also know that this 3 attacks from this Glorious Fang against this Axie here, and I'll probably be dead. But doing nothing is about all I can do, and hope to survive just a little bit. Perfect. Somehow I didn't get crit against. I can heal, do that. Honestly, I might just use all my, they don't have any shield though. So gotta remember that. So I'm gonna do at least 400, 600 damage, and that should be enough. I'm gonna use 1 more just to make sure. But even before this Axie was too slow, right? Speed of 154. If you had a slower Axie, you wouldn't even get to attack first. But this Axie is quite slow, actually. So that's probably the better part of this. Let's see. Well, I crit. But good thing I used 2 because it wouldn't have worked. Here, you face a Golden Iris at the beginning. Not that strong, but it does attack. So here's the problem again. At a speed of 160, this is the biggest problem I've been having. At a speed of 160, it is the fastest, fastest thing on the field. My middle Axie, the healing one, at 158. This Axie is so close at 154. Very, very soon, I'm very excited to get here and be able to use an ability, right,
and know that it's actually going to kill this Golden Iris. What ends up happening normally is this Golden Iris gets 3 or 4 cards, ends up attacking me, and then I end up dying a bit first. These back 2 Golden Fangs are very slow at 83 speed, right? So you'll see what happens. Yeah, so like they attack 3 times. It's a little bit like almost unfair. Like, geez, like there's just no way I can do anything about that. And then fine, it's not very difficult to kill, right? It's very easy to kill actually. So it's dead, right? And then these back Glorious Fangs aren't even doing much, but they give like it's just I don't know. And then the issue. So this isn't even that difficult of a level. It's just I'm not fast enough. And then here I don't do enough damage. So like it'd be great if 300, 400 damage. So here, even still, right? Somehow I'm still surviving. Right? Hopefully I'll kill one of them now. We'll see. This is hilarious. I could actually beat this level right now. If I beat this level, I will be so happy. I think it happens regardless right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I beat level 23. That's amazing. Finally. That was like, wow. In last stand. That was wonderful. 13 SLP. I am definitely going to the next round, level 24. I've never even tried it before. So like,
This is finally. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have a today. We have a Golden Iris. I have no clue what to expect, but let's at least spread the damage out so that maybe we can kill both of these todays. But I mean, one of them should be die. But so maybe now I'll do damage to kill the other one. Today's die really easily. Today's have really low skill and really low. I mean, they have low everything: low speed, low skill, low morale, relatively low health. They are definitely the support class of Lucia, right? So just using disguise so that I can use some sort of ability. Apparently I didn't need disguise because they attack. I keep forgetting that as I go higher in levels, I'm not always gonna be the fastest all the time. So now I think I'm gonna start facing teams where it's like it's real, right? Actually, apparently not. Because yeah, I'm still able to heal, right? Full health, and then move to the next round, next stage, sorry, with full health and 6 energy, I think. Awesome. So here, the first time we're seeing this. Okay, so now they're upgrading the red jams to Earl Greys. They still have eyeball shot, so I don't think it'll be that difficult to beat them. Steel, right, if target is slower, but I'm faster than all the target, so not worried about it again. Gonna use all my energy just to see like how that looks, right, when I move forward. Okay, looks like they die pretty, no big deal. It would have been better if I attacked the top one, but I mean, whatever. Just wasted 1 card, not the worst thing in the world, and we persist. Okay, support. So it looks like the biggest issue with these is going to be that the longer you fight them, the more difficult the battle will get, right? So now it steals energy if it's faster than you, and they were slower, but then now with the wind-up, they're getting faster, they're getting faster, they're getting faster. And so I think that part of the issue here is going to be that if you draw these fights out for longer, they're going to be harder and harder to win. But if if you're able to kind of kill these red jams right away, like I consider level 24 so far to be like level 11. A lot of red jams, a lot of these Axies pretty much killing them. A lot of these Lunicians pretty much killing themselves. But any shield here? No shield. So because there's no shield, I know that should be enough to kill it. And even though I'm using, I'm getting rid of my debuff buff as well. As even if anyways, if they attack my back Axie, I removed the aroma. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do peace treaty, and then shield break. So I'm assuming, okay, let's just watch it because it doesn't really matter. I probably won't die. Okay, I assume this is gonna die here. This Earl Grey is dead. Perfect. We at least killed 1 per round. I don't think I'll kill this Golden Iris, but I like that the Golden Iris are getting upgraded. Oh, heal all allies. Apply aroma on all allies. What? What does that even mean, apply aroma to all allies? That was fun, though. I liked that. That was so different than what I'm normally seeing. Wow. Okay, I should stay alive. Perfect. And then, oh no, I wasted it because that stinks. Okay. That was actually quite difficult. Okay. So with paralysis, just going to do that. Right. Oh, I didn't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to use Twin Tail to get rid of my paralysis. But perfect. Should be just enough. And then all we got to do is get a little bit of damage. Okay. That's fine. Because my back Axie should just be enough now. And this is where, you know, what, speed of 111? I need a fast back Axie so that at the end I can just get the damage done, not get hit, and move on. Cool. So we're moving on. 6 SLP. I'm not going to keep going because it would be a waste of energy. But I'm very excited to continue tomorrow. It's been exactly an hour. I'm so excited. I'm going to actually end this stream soon because it's been exactly an hour. This is the very first time I've done this. I'm at 100 and 100 SLP gained. When you go to the quest, I've claimed the quest in an hour. I got 100 and 100 SLP, did the quest in 1 hour. So I think this goes to show I got 8 SLP per win in PvP. It's 100, that's 35. And then I did 100, 100, 100, and I got 50. So I got 185 SLP in 1 hour. SLP is worth about 3 cents each. And so that shows you get about $5, something like that a day. What I do, and I will show it because, in my opinion, one of the largest parts of doing this is showing what the reason is, like what I do now. Like, so so let's go to my inventory actually. So I have about 2,000 SLP. I keep neglecting depositing the units, the liquidity. But anyways, I have 2,000 SLP that I've been saving up for my thing. And oops, let's make sure that the browser is showing correctly. Okay. Now we can see Uniswap. And yes, I'm going to move my head down this time. Last time I didn't do it properly. So I'm going to refresh the page because this is old data from about 50,000 seconds ago. So here is the price of SLP now, 3.3 cents. So you can see the volume is very low for SLP. The total liquidity is coming down a little bit, but not as far as the volume is. You can see like how many swaps there have been and how much they've been for. Who's been adding liquidity, like so in the past 24 hours, you've had like some pretty large SLP adds, removes in the past 24 hours. Not many moves, but there's been some like relatively large, like 41,000 SLP removed. I say that's pretty large. At the same time, my most important, so if you wanted to add liquidity to SLP ETH, up here you click this button that says add liquidity. It'll pull up sorry. So first of all, the link to this is in the description of this video. But here, it shows SLP on top. It shows ETH in the bottom. So you saw I had 1,900. If I put 1,900 SLP in there, I would need 0.1 ETH. Okay? I would put 0.1 ETH in with 1,900 SLP. And then I would own 0.01% of the pool. And then you can kind of look at the pool. Sorry. Let's go to... Sorry, that's not the right one. Right here. And then we will be able to see once it loads. It's taking a while, isn't it? So yeah, I'm gonna end this video soon. I just like showing a little bit more of like, yes, you play the game. Yes, you get the SLP. Yes, you can breed your Axies, and that's one part of the game. But in my opinion, there's a large part of the game that happens outside of Axie Infinity, where now you can take your earnings, convert them into ETH, let's say. So here on the interface, you can add liquidity, or you can just swap. You could just say, okay, you know what? Where is it? SLP. Type that in there. You could be like, okay, you know what? I have 1,900 SLP. I want DAI, let's say. How much DAI will I get? Ooh, insufficient liquidity, which doesn't even make sense because, anyways. I say I want ETH. It's okay. So normally, if it's insufficient liquidity, what it should say is that it'll route through. See, it works now. It just took a while. So you'd get 61 DAI, $61 US, from 1,200. So again, people wonder, okay, how much can you make a day playing this game? I made 185 SLP today, so $6. Okay, that's how much I made today playing this game. Okay, let's say it took me $1 to withdraw and whatever, so I made $5. Let's say. Okay, so $5 a day. If you withdrew every single day, you'd pay $1 in fees. Let's say, make $5 a day. That's like pretty good as like a little, like for my kids' allowance. When I was a kid, I got $20 a week in allowance. My parents could have bought me Axie cards instead, and I could have played once a day for an hour and earned my own allowance. To me, that is the value of Axie Infinity. Parents can set up Axie scholarships for their kids, Axie scholarships, where parents can set up the whole account for their kids and just give their kids a QR code, right? Once their kid scans that QR code, the kid can play, gain SLP, and the parents can handle taking the SLP out, swapping it to die, and then you can send your kids die. Maybe swap the die to Canadian dollars and send your kids an e-transfer, or you can get them a bank card, teach them how to use banks. Whatever you want to teach them, they can start learning how to earn their own assets by playing a video game, which, in my opinion, was never possible before. I know Drakens is a game as well is now adding a free-to-play option, so you can get your own free Drakens and pay to play. So I know with Axie Infinity right now, you have to buy your Axie to get started. It is a huge barrier to entry. With Axie Infinity is planning on having a free-to-play option as well, so you can eventually learn how to play the game if you want to play it. But that has a different trajectory than Draken is taking, from what I understand. Axie is saying, oh my gosh, SLP is going through USDT, then Maker, then to die. That is actually I didn't know that Maker die was like the way to do things like that. I thought ETH die would have been, why wouldn't this go through SLP to ETH? Wait, it's going from SLP to USDT? That's crazy. So this is where I want to actually have fun now, because I did not know that there was a pool large enough. Where are we? Sorry, the site's going really slow today for Uniswap info for some reason, and so not all the data is populating as quickly as I'd like, but I mean, but for honestly, for the total volume to be as high as the liquidity is pretty awesome. You see there was like some pumps, which means you gain a lot in liquidity. The fees are being taken. There's quite a bit of volume, in my opinion, and the price changing a lot. But in my opinion, price changes don't matter. What you really want is volume. The price to stay the same is better, I suppose. The price moving a lot usually means that you have volume inherently, but that doesn't always mean that. Like the price going up, this little blip, probably didn't cause the same amount of volume, and you could tell that because, hey, look, the blip happened, and volume is still, although this is volume over like a week, but still, that's the point. Oh, wow, look, SLP USDT is a pretty big pool. I did not realize that. Obviously not worth it to add, right, liquidity to it, because you can see that if you add liquidity, your fees are only going to be 10% of your liquidity, where if you look at small love potions and specifically SLP ETH, it's about half. So you have your total liquidity, a little bit less than half. But what you're looking for is a higher ratio, right? Wait, what did I just say? Did I do that wrong? I think I said that wrong. I think I'm looking at this whole wrong. I think that I was actually mistaken. Let me look at it again. Yeah, sorry, I was not wrong. Total liquidity to fees. Sorry, I was looking at like this was the fees for a second. I was thinking, and I'm like, that's not correct. No, like I said, in relation to the other pool, the volume should be around like 2,000, 3,000. Around 2,000 in this pool to have similar ratio or similar returns on your investment. So currently, for now, the best pool for SLP or whatever seems to be just the plain old-fashioned SLP ETH pool. In my opinion, it doesn't make much sense to do multiple pools because, again, when you look at the interface and you try and route through your options, if you swap from to some random Alex, okay, it says insufficient liquidity, but it's not true. It's just going to route through other things, and it's just taking a while to route for some reason. I don't know why it's taking so long. But anyways, DAI did come up. It does route through. It goes through SLP to USDT, like we saw, then USDT to Maker, and then Maker to DAI to give you the best fee. The reason it's doing that is because I would pay more fees if I had to go apparently SLP to ETH and then ETH to DAI, which I don't really get it. It seems like it would always be cheaper. But anyways, who knows, right? Yeah, so that's a little bit about, the Uniswap stuff and how that would work. Please feel free to ask any questions you have about all that, any concerns you have. In my opinion, it's relatively self-explanatory. I mean, the blockchain parts of gaming are not that easy, but I mean, if you watch my videos here, you understand that you can gain SLP. In my opinion, if you know anything about Uniswap at all, you can kind of click the links and use. If you play the game of Axie Infinity, you should be able to understand, I suppose, that you can get these SLP. You know, you send them to your address, you log in, right, to Uniswap. You click max, or you click how many ever you have, like 200. You type in whatever you want. Do you want ETH, right? The best value you're going to get for your money is ETH. You hit sell, and then you're going to get them into your wallet. It's going to swap them for you. If you decide, you know, I don't want to sell, I want to hold, but I want to, you know, get some value, what you could do is you could sell half. So I have 1,900. I could sell 800 SLP, get some ETH, and then what I could do is pool those assets together, right? So when you pool something together in Uniswap, you need half the liquidity in the asset you want to pool and half the liquidity in usually ETH or another asset. So you can create your own pair, but you do add liquidity, and you select your token and SLP. Sorry, right? Comes down from the list, NFT tokens, and obviously I don't have 900 ETH. So what you could do is, you know, what you would do is you'd say, okay, you know what? I don't know how much ETH I have, but I have 1,900 SLP. Right, we showed that already. But then if you sold some, right, let's say you had only, right, you sold half, you have 900 SLP left, or, you know, 850, but 800 SLP left, right? Sorry, 950. Anyways, 800 SLP left, you could see how much SLP you would need and how much ETH you would need. So what I would do potentially is sell 850 or something like that, and then deposit 800. Then each time you have, let's say, 1,900 SLP or 2,000 SLP, you can continue to deposit 800 without having to like find more ETH around, because you're always just selling half your SLP and depositing. In my opinion, that makes it a risk-free investment because you're getting SLP for free from playing the game, arguably. So, for example, you spend $60 to buy 3 Axies, you play Adventure, you get your $5 a day, whatever. After the month, you pay back, you get your little ETH back, and you hold it, and then you 0.2 ETH or 0.1 ETH you spent on all those Axies. Then you're playing for free, right? You're gaining your free crypto. In my opinion, Axie can become a little way for you to start doing some market making. You don't have to market make SLP ETH, right? You could sell all your SLP and market make ETH DAI, or you can market make something else. But I think it's a great way to get people to start out learning how to earn some crypto, and start market making and start learning how to earn in crypto without having to always be trading or always be trying to get in some risky investments. And if you want to invest in something risky, why not market make for it? I think one of the coolest ways to invest into risky DeFi stuff is to market make it against DAI or market make it against ETH, right? Because if you know you want more ETH and you're like, okay, well, I also want to hold this risky asset. In my opinion, it does make sense to hold the ETH as well as holding some sort of and pool it with a little bit of something else. And I think Bancor or Balancer, I can't remember which one it is anymore. Protocol is great for that because it allows you to not only do 50-50 AMMs, automated market making strategies, but you can do like 80-20 or whatever else. So you can be like, okay, you know what? I think ETH is going to moon. So, you know, let's go 80% ETH. But you know what? I want to hedge my bet with 20% DAI. So I think those more complicated AMM strategies are going to work out really well. But I do think general AMMs are always going to be where most of the liquidity pools for now. Simply because most people don't want to think about all that complicated stuff. Most money is dumb money. And I think that Uniswap's ability to have dumb money be safely pooled to support a community is wonderful. It doesn't matter if you're bullish, it doesn't matter if you're bearish. Everyone can support the exact same liquidity pool and earn the exact same rate. So if you're bullish on ETH, you got to put half ETH, half DAI. And if you're bullish on, if you're bearish on ETH, okay, fine, half ETH, half DAI. And everybody earns the exact same rate whether ETH goes up or ETH goes down. And I really enjoy that. So what I would love to see maybe is or what I might create, is some sort of AMM or some sort of market making liquidity strategy. I know Core has this, where your liquidity is locked, but your fees are always gained. And I know Core is the exact same thing, but I would like it to be some sort of generalized application that helps the community. Not so like what I'm doing now with Aimery's Axie Farmer. I'm adding, I'm not withdrawing, I'm supporting the community, and I just keep doing it. It's generalized. I'm not bullish on SLP. I'm not bearish on SLP. I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to sell SLP. So I take my SLP, I take my ETH, I deposit it. I'm not selling my ETH either, arguably. Yes, I'm of course selling my ETH every second, every block, and I'm of course buying, but I'm also buying ETH every block. I'm not sitting there and analyzing whether I am bullish on one over the other or the other over one. It is simply, this pool needs to exist for the community to be able to withdraw and trade safely and efficiently. So somebody needs to deposit into the pool. The pool incentivizes depositors with fees, and therefore that incentive is enough for me. And that's about it. So I'm gonna end this video here. The last 15 minutes of it was me chatting crap. But the first hour of it is me going through Axie Infinity Daily Quest, and I got it done in an hour. I got a new level done, and it was very fun. So hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful Tuesday. Mika and I are probably gonna cuddle or something. I haven't been cuddling her nearly enough the past couple weeks, but love you all, and hope you all have a great day. If you have any questions, join the Axie Discord. I'm not the person to ask. I will try my best to answer you, but I don't know all the right answers. But